Hey YouTube, so we're gonna start this series off by basically having the top 6 Pokemon from the OU ranking tier list and just take 6 of them, plop them on a team, and see how exactly that works out for things. So, I guess we'll go on OU and just find some battles and see how this works out. Basically the point of the series is to change, see how changing a team will build a better team, since right now this team probably won't do very well just putting a whole bunch of cats on the team and hoping it works out, but I guess we'll see. He's probably gonna Mega Evolve, so and I don't really want to get Wisp. Let's see. I forgot the taunt would actually magic bounce off. I was thinking that you could just keep this Sableye locked in here, but I'm not sure how well this is actually going to work out. I'm recovering this probably isn't going to work out. I'm not sure if he actually has Will-O-Wisp. Probably still does. Just try to drop as much damage on him as possible. Might actually be helpful in not being locked in like Specs on something. This battle in particular. Like in this case where Water Shuriken is very helpful. That's the bottom of the ladder, but it's still weird having him run 2 different level 1s just as kind of like gimmicky stuff. Comfy. Completely forget what this does, but we'll see. I don't really want to have that thing just randomly setting up. There are some disadvantages to actually trying to use Magma Storm. Kinda sucks at that lower special attack. It's gonna be hard to actually get decent damage off on him. You can just try to get a burn on him. Will probably help. And still weird, like knockoff came out on Toxapex with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I was hoping that would make it so better set than running Haze, but I've just found that lots of things end up setting up on Toxapex, so still it's kind of prefer running Haze. So him knocking me off there isn't really too big a deal. Mostly just need to stall this thing out at this point. Which don't really have any clear answers for on this team, which is one problem this team already can see is the thing where there are no truly hard hitters on this team where you have a Specs Greninja, but it isn't strong enough to break through really strong walls. So that could end up being a problem. Ardana is probably pretty decent for that, since it's running Swords Dance. The only problem is the set he's running, it's gonna be impossible to hit through him when he's just gonna get Wisp instantly. Just play the game where we sit in here and just recover infinitely. Mega Sableye, one of the problems it causes. So, as far as hard hitters that could possibly replace there is Koko seems to be pretty good at just kind of breaking teams up, but as far as just hard hitting and like being a pain to deal with, Magearna could also work pretty well for that if we're just going to start from the top of the list and kind of just trying to make our way down and things that can fill in the hole better. So weird. I've never seen a nose pass used before. Like I don't actually know what the advantage to doing that would be versus anything else. So definitely can't kill that from here. Might be a good time to get in with Kartana and be able to set up. Can actually possibly do something against the Sableye. So, I guess we can see how much damage this Leaf Blade's gonna do. So run wrong set. So Swords Dance on Mega Sableye. So yeah, that. So, should work. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to set up on with this thing still around, but oh, that could end up being a problem. It's hilarious that Kartana has such low HP that it doesn't actually hurt it that much. Kartana can take a hit physically a bit just because of its sky rocket high defenses, but like lack of special defense. It's like not super effective moves. Like not very effective moves still hit it like a truck. I think Gyro Ball would still do a solid chunk on it. As far as like bringing this Mega Sableye in and just trying to wear it down over and over and over again, since I don't want to try to status it or throw spikes down or anything with this thing still alive and having Magic Balance. Possibly one of the worst battles to get in the first game. Okay, so thankfully he forfeited there. Forgot to actually register for this. Didn't think you could do that till after. So okay. So obviously this team does have a problem with having something that's actually hard hitting. So don't really like just off the bat, like there's nothing that like necessarily didn't do that well with this team. It's like we're going to want to have something that can use rocks and something that can use defog, and we can change these sets as we go along. But in all, I'm thinking that this ended up kind of not really showing enough of what was where the area problem was, because Toxapex like didn't do tons besides just sitting there, but like this core or defensive core still works decently if you throw in a Heat Train. It's like a rather defensive team, so I guess with that there's probably going to be a lot of games like that, so I think we can just go in and just start changing whatever like filled that role and try to replace it. So if Greninja's kind of like the hard hitter on that team, then we'd try to like run something like Koko instead and seeing how that worked out. So we can just go in like standard choice specs Koko and just set you see practically running around everywhere, and hopefully this will make it so you can like get through teams easier. And Koko isn't like that necessarily hard hitting, but it does force you to switch a lot more, which in itself can help a lot. Meaning with that Sableye, it would have come in and you can hit it with like Dazzling Gleam would have like annihilated that thing most likely. But anyway, I mean, like Volt Switch out of it, and then be able to switch into Kartana or Orlando before it could do anything. I mean, it could still burn, but only burn, like, it can only take so much damage after burn anyway. Still taking half. So, he's probably going to lead with T-Tar. Maybe Rotom. So, lack of ground type makes it so Coco can kind of go crazy on this team. So, that's a solid chunk. I'm guessing he's gonna want to set up rocks and not rocks, spikes quite a bit. So, probably wouldn't be a bad time to go in here. He probably... Oh, I didn't see that he used T-Wave. Okay. Yeah, not a good move on his part. But... so, things that could, like, stop this... He's gonna need a Scarfer to be able to stop this, so I'm kind of curious what he'll bring in, but... Well, he doesn't know that his Salamence can just stop me solid, so let's just, like, go for Sacred Sword and see where we end up. Since it hits most of his team besides Salamence, and he doesn't know that I don't have Smart Strike, so... That'll be interesting to see. Try not to reveal too much of his set, just to make sure he doesn't know. This is kind of a problem with him bringing in Magnezone here, where I can't get out of, like... If he doesn't one-shot me, I'm fine. Wow, I'm still faster. I'm not running Scarf or anything on this either. Wow. 348 is pretty solid speed, but I think he's probably running no speed investment then. Let me just go out in a Scarf Lando and you turn out. Try not to end up in an awkward position. We can go from here into Coco, who has a pretty good matchup against his entire team. He brings in Salamence, can make sure that he can't set up by just hitting him with an HP Ice. Rotom, yeah, probably his best option here, but even this isn't going to... It'll tank this hit perfectly easily. It's still not a fun chunk to eat, but it's still like... Coco's like distributing hits on things a lot better than we were before. So... Jiren can probably take a hit best in that case, as far as like not wanting to switch Lando in on Overheat, just in case like he went for Volt Switch, which I doubt he'd go for in that case. You can get rocks up. Get a pain for his Ments and Rotom to be switching around everywhere, because now his Rotom's going to come in on less than half, and almost anything on this team besides Gyro Ball from Ferrothorn's going to be able to one-shot it. So, I don't want this Suicune setting up, and I don't think I entirely need this Heatran, so I'm just going to make sure that thing can't set up, and then switch into Coco and going in T-Bolt this Suicune. I really don't feel like dealing with any Calm Mind stuff from Suicune, since I'm assuming that's what he's running if he's running Inoue, and yeah, solid one-shot. So Coco really is hitting through things a lot harder than was with Greninja, so, and we saw earlier that Coco's faster in this Rotom here, and T-Bolt should, that did not kill. I think that would have done enough after the Volt Switch damage from last time, but this is why you run Calcs. So, probably has Pursuit. So, that Rotom's dead. This Salamence is going to come in on 75%. I have an answer with Lando, and most of my team deals with that Salamence pretty well. Ferrothorn more specifically, just Thunder Wave and Gyro Ball. So, he's going for Dragon Dance. Interesting. So, Lando should be able to deal with this relatively well. It's still faster since it's Scarfed. He didn't really have much of an option there to not set up, but it didn't cost him anything since he would have eaten that T-Bolt anyway, but yeah, he's running no HP investment or anything if T-Bolt's doing that much to a Mega Tyranitar. So, I don't know if you turn a kill, but don't want to play around with Reds. Never a fun plan. Just, if that thing is a threat, just kill it. No point in sitting around with these things. he's not running Fire Blast or anything. I'm thinking like he's running like standard Dragon Dance, like Supersonic Sky Drive, or like C-move flying type. So yeah, there's another battle there. So didn't really see any like members in that, and it's gonna be hard until we start like losing more games. But I think that's where we're gonna stop it this time. So I guess we'll see what happens next time.